So welcome back, family. We're here finally with a PSA grading reveal. This one took a bit, but it did finally get back to me. So let's go ahead and get into this 29 card submission. And as always, if you like these types of reveals, let me know by hitting a like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get started. So this will be a pretty good mix of a few different things. We should have a lot of Marvel and Looney Tunes and some Star Wars in here. A lot of bigger cards. I did get upcharged on a few of these cards, and so this isn't a completely blind reveal. And I'll get to those when we get to those cards. But let's go ahead and see what grades came out of this. So right on top, we have a Jambalaya from Fleer Retro Looney Tunes. This one's of Porky Pig. Again, these die cuts can be fairly notorious, and you can see already that the back centering is not the greatest. So this one got a 9 though. Okay, I'll take that. A 9 on the Porky Jambalaya. I believe we only got an 8 on the Bugs Jambalaya before, but that centering was not really good in the front especially. So I'll take that 9 Jambalaya. Cool. All right, right on. We got some Grego masterpieces. This is a Metallurgy of Rocket Raccoon to 25, and this one also gets a 9 on the Metallurgy. And these can be hit or miss. Mostly should be okay, so you should be getting a lot of 9s, some handful of 10s as well for these Metallurgy cards. Mostly surface things that you're gonna have to look out for, but for the most part, and centering may be a little bit off. I can actually see that a little bit. That centering is a little bit off, but I'll take a 9 definitely on this, again, short printed to 25 Metallurgy card from the last Marvel Masterpieces from Grego. All right, and going right from IP to IP, here is a orange high-tech, Star Wars high-tech of Padme. So I think we had one in our CGC submission that had some surface issues and didn't get a great grade, but this one gets a Gem Mint 10 on the Death Star exterior, orange to 25. You can see up there, is that 6 to 25? So nice Padme on Gem Mint 10 from the last Star Wars high-tech. Definitely like these acetates. I will say they definitely look how the acetates look with the CGC slabs, because they're a little bit more of a clear as opposed to these kind of like frosted look of the PSA slabs, but and that's a little bit preference for that. But there's our first 10. Good to see. And we're going all over the place with these. Here we have a red prism from the 92 Masterpieces Platinum of Silver Surfer. Again, this is a base, so it's to 492. And this one gets a 9 on the Silver Surfer red prism. There we go with that. Next on up, we have a nice little Spidey here on a Blue Tracks cover variant. So these are non-numbered, these Blue Tracks of these, but if you remember from the E-Packs, these are flashing hits, these Blue Tracks cover variants. This Spider-Man, and this one gets a 9 as well. So one thing I didn't notice a little bit as I was checking the charges, handful of 9s coming out of this submission. So we're not going to see a whole lot of 10s, but the ones that did, they hit hard, and I'll explain that. The upcharge is a little bit later. Another big card right here. This is a Psylocke, one of the probably top 5 cards in this 92 Masterpieces set. This is a red prism cover variant to 292. And this one also gets a 9. So a lot of 9s coming out of Masterpieces, whether it be the Grego from 2024 or these 92 Platinum Masterpieces. All right. Ooh, back to some chase inserts out of Fleer Retro Looney Tunes. As you can see here, one of the Platinum Portraits, probably the biggest chase insert. And this one is of Yosemite Sam. This one gets a 9. I'll take that. Yeah, these Platinum Portraits are not easy grades, as you can see with the intricate cutting of this, so definitely take a 9 of this nice Yosemite Sam. And overall, Fleer Retro Looney Tunes is not an easy grade because it is a mostly paper card. All right, here's a thick one right here, and this one's from Fleer Ultra Marvel Matriarchs. This is one of the platinum medallions you see here to 100 of Ghost Spider. So Ghost Spider's seeing a lot of love right now, especially with the new Topps Chrome Marvel set coming out. But this one gets a 9. So the platinum medallion to 100 of Ghost Spider here from Matriarchs. I'll take that. I'm not sure if we've gemmed anything yet from Matriarchs, but again, I haven't submitted a whole lot to this. And again, thicker card, so you can see that how thick that slab is for these thicker Fleer Ultra cards. All right, back to Grego. Here is a variant blue, gallery variant blue of Hulk to 49. And this one also gets a 9. So a lot of 9s coming through, as you can see here. And there we go. So far only the one gem coming out of High Tech on that Padme, which I'm definitely not going to be complaining about. So we still have a lot of our bigger cards yet to unveil out of the second box here. So let's go ahead and get this open. And as I do this, please let me know in the comments what your early thoughts of Topps Chrome Marvel, the new 2025 Topps Chrome Marvel is. I know this just came out. People are starting to opening it right now and breaking through it, so we'll see how it goes in the long run. Okay, here's some of the big stuff, and I'll actually save this top card for last because it is the biggest. Actually, one of these is, I forgot I submitted 2 of these, so let me see which one is which. Okay, this one, we can go now. So first off, we have a Loki here. This one is a blue wave, but this one got a gem mint 10. Nice. I think I submitted a couple Lokis before in blue waves. One actually I think only got a 7. So nice to see a gem mint Loki and a blue wave right now. Okay. Here's another one that's a fairly big card, Black Widow. You see here out of Topps Chrome Marvel, 2024 Topps Chrome Marvel. This is an orange, and this one got a 9. Again, we've had not the greatest luck on these true oranges to 25 from Topps Chrome Marvel, mostly just getting 9s, and the trues have been the tougher grades comparatively to the waves out of here, but I'll definitely take a 9 and a nice orange refractor. All right, next on up, we have Iron Man. One of the few numbered Iron Mans I've actually hit here, but although we do have another one there. This one's a blue, but this one only got a 9 on the blue wave to 150 of Iron Man. Again, as I noted, a little bit more 9s that I figured. This one I'll save the second to last because I know that's going to be a big card. Here we have Spider-Ham. Again, love me my Spidey-Ham. Not sure what this one is. This is a gold. This one only gets a 9 though. Again, trues, been tougher grades, mostly 9s. The gems have been a little bit fewer and far between with the trues. But I'll take a 9 on a true gold of Spidey-Ham. I think I already have a gem of a gold Spider-Ham as well. Alrighty. Back to Star Wars High Tech. Here's a gold of Bo-Katan. And this one gets a gem mint 10. So we're doing well on our high-tech submissions this time around. Yeah, these are the ones that, as opposed to the ones I submitted with CGC, I noticed that they didn't have as much surface issues. Again, there's tend to be some surface issues on the back bottom of the cards, but these didn't have it, so I submitted them here. And I was right too, because these are gemming out so far. Cool. So our third gem so far. And let's go ahead and do this one. This is one of the first upcharges I actually got here with this Iron Man auto, a facsimile auto from Topps Chrome Marvel. This is a purple to 75 that got a gem mint 10. So very good, nice to see that. So this one got upcharged to the $250 to $500 range. So a little bit of an upcharge there, but I'll definitely take that on this nice purple auto of Iron Man, which I think this is my third purple auto that I've gemmed out from that set. All right, back to high tech. Again, one of the short printed inserts here. Here's Grogu on the Fantastic that got a gem mint 10. So these Fantastics, this is the base Fantastic numbered to 25, but nice little Grogu on a gem mint 10. Again, our high techs are doing really well in this submission, so glad I submitted them. Cool. All right, more from high tech. We got a Harris Syndulla right here. This looks like a gold. This one only gets a 9 though on the gold to 50 Imperial Wall pattern of Harris Syndulla. I should have another one right back here though, right behind it. That's bigger. Here's a Harris Syndulla, but you can see here, this is the auto by Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Green auto, color match green to 10. That also gets a 9. So a little disappointing that this didn't get a gem comparatively to the others from this submission, but still take that on a nice green auto to 10 of Mary Elizabeth Winstead. All right, next on up, back to some Masterpieces 92 Platinum. Here's we have a red prism of Black Cat to 492. Black Cat also featured very well in the new Topps Chrome Marvel. And this one, like the others, gets a 9. So 9 on a red prism to 492 of Black Cat. Moving right next to there, we have another red prism to 492 of Iron Man. So this would be a nice color match of Iron Man. But this one gets a gem mint 10. Nice. Here we go. There's our first, that might be the first one from the set in the submission. It is. So there we go. Another gem mint 10. I'll definitely take on a nice Iron Man color match. More Iron Man to go. This is a Pink Lasers cover variant to 692. And this one gets a 9. So there we go. More 9s out of the Masterpieces 92 Platinum set. All right. Moving right along, we have a Blue Tracks. This is just the base Blue Tracks of Spider-Man as opposed to the cover variant that we saw before. And this one, though, gets a gem mint 10. Nice. I think I had I want to say it was a Pink Lasers that we gemmed from Spidey in this set as well, but good to see another gem mint pseudo color match of Spider-Man. All right, back to some Fleer Retro Looney Tunes and the Ever so popular PMGs. Again, these are tough grades. You can already see some of the corners aren't the greatest here. So generally the bar for these PMGs is you're looking for an 8. You'll settle for a 7. So this one is a blue to 50 of Speedy Gonzalez. And this one gets the 7. So a 7 right there on a blue PMG of Speedy. Another PMG coming from Looney Tunes. This is the base PMG as opposed to the retro that we saw. This one's a green to 10 of Gossamer. And this one also gets a 7. Again, fairly tough grades. The foiling tends to be one of the issues. And again, these paper cards tend to be prone to edging and corner issues. So another 7 there. All right, next, circling back to Masterpieces 92 Platinum. Here's a blue Tracks of Venom, a base blue Tracks of Venom. And this one gets a gem mint 10. Nice. I think this is the one that we pulled in our physical box rip here on this channel. So from rip to grade to gem. Nice to see that. All right, and we're ping-ponging back a little bit. Here we have some Lola. Nice green PMG of Lola on the retro series. And this one also gets a 7. So we only got the 7s out of the 3 PMGs, big PMGs, albeit 2 greens and a blue. But I'll still take a 7 there. Oh, nice Lola. All right, and the last one from our Fleer Retro Looney Tunes. This is a Israel Ortega sketch of Daffy. It's a really nice sketch, especially for me, because it's a Super Duck sketch that got an 8. Again, these sketches can be a little bit tough to grade because they're, again, a lot of handling by the artist, but love the look. This is an awesome sketch. Right there. All right, so I saved lowest and the 2 remaining upcharges for last. Here we have Black Widow. This is going to be a color match Black Widow. Again, similar to the Iron Man, got upcharged to the $250 to $500 range for this Black Wave and a gem mint 10. Very cool color match, and really nice to see that this gemmed on the 4 out of 10 Black Wave of Black Widow. All right, and finally, huge upcharge here of this Loki. This actually got upcharged to the $1,500 to $2,500 value from PSA. And that's why, because this is a red wave. I got a gem mint 10 of Loki. So I think 2 others that were also gem mints, 2 of the other 5 already sold roughly for that value. And I think like $1,700. One sold for about $1,900, I think. So again, love it. Love to see it. More than willing to pay that upcharge for this really nice Loki. And there you have it. So again, 9s, a lot of 9s as you can see here. The lower cards were strictly out of the Fleer Retro Looney Tunes, the PMGs, and the sketch, which I was more than expecting from those. To get a handful of 9s, but really a handful of 10s. But again, the ones that really hit were the bigger cards too, out of Topps Chrome Marvel, which was really nice to see. So definitely, I'm definitely pleased with this submission. As I said before in my prior posts, Probably taking a little bit of a break from grading as PSA and CGC kind of get through their queue. I know they're swamped and slammed. Again, this took 4 months from when they got it to when I got it. So they're definitely backed up. I'm personally just going to have them get through their queue and handle that until I start submitting cards that I want to submit, which I do have a handful of ones that I do want to submit, but I'm going to take a little bit of break. But in the meantime, got some rips coming up for you, including the new 2025 Topps Chrome Marvel Hobby Box that should be coming to me later this week. And then in July, there's also the new and highly anticipated Metal Universe Batman. So we'll be able to see those products get ripped, so stay tuned for that. As always, if you like content like this, please let me know by hitting like and subscribe. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by.